Hey my pretty friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Jenny from the Pretty Crafter, and I'm back here with another haul video. Again, I'm still on the Savers and Salvation Army video. Hopefully I didn't mix anything up in this one. I don't think so. I tried to look at the labels and I think this is all Salvation Army. So in this portion you're gonna see a lot of books, so if so hopefully you like that, and I'll also talk about how I'm gonna convert them or how I'm gonna use them, etc. It is nighttime here. It's around 9:30, so excuse the lighting in case. Hopefully the light that I'm using is good for the video. I did already, so let's talk while we show you. So I got 2 sets of cards of playing of card games. Again, like I said, this doesn't mean anything. I think they were 50 cents, so just, I don't know why I'm taking that off. Anyways, let's start with this one. It is questions and answers about Australia card game. And I don't have anything in the works for Australia, right? Maybe I should at some point and get my viewers, if I have viewers in Australia, involved. But so far no. But anyways, I thought it was interesting. I've never seen this before. So let's see. Okay, so let me show you. All right, before. This is devised by Wendy Bean. It has no copyright, and it says that you can use it as Go Fish and Snap. Okay, and so I have these that are the landscape ones, and I'll show you. And then I have, so these I guess are the way that they're divided. I guess I need to go lower for this one. Okay, sorry about that, guys. So landforms, question and answer is here. So red, blue, and green. Timeline, question and answer is here. And this one is green, yellow, and purple. Oh, sorry. So landforms has 2. I guess that's why this says, yeah. So here you go. So it goes red from 1 to 8, blue to 8, green. I guess they're all 1 through 8. All of those. These are the questions and answers. Okay. And then this is the timeline. So the pictures for each are different. Okay. And this would be general Q&A of Australia. And then you have another roll here. Oh. So you have this that says surprise. And I guess you get a surprise. And then here's the rules of the game. Playing the game, questions and answers, the object, and getting started. Okay. So I'm gonna show you a little bit of these. These state. Wait. Make sure that I got all of them. Okay. So you also have Q&A of plants, and you get 2, and Q&A of animals, and you get 2. The same thing. Okay. So here we go. You can use these in travel journals as well if you wanted to. Australia journal, anything. I'm guessing, you know. So this is the picture. I'm not going to read all of them, but it says at the top, I guess, the genre. So this would be timeline, and then Puffing Billy, I guess the name of that. Okay, and then I don't know. I guess it tells you here to read the question. So let me go to a timeline. I want to I'm curious, and it's late and I shouldn't be doing this, but timeline Q&A, right? So right here, timeline. And this is again Puffing Billy and the train. So if you wanted to do, let's say, a green Q&A, which says green 3. Oh, okay, so yellow 3. So you find the third question. When did Captain James Cook sail up the coast of Australia? And the answer would be 170. I'm guessing that's what that means. Let me find the Q&A here. The red is the first one. So it says the number 3. Which island did Abel Tasman sight in 1642? It says Tasmania. So I don't know if the picture goes with anything, but it's basically like you just ask the question and they have to answer. Sorry, maybe they pick the card and then they tell you what they want, you know, and then you said, sounds cool. So I'll just show you a few. These are landforms, the ones I'm showing you. So yeah, so anyways, while I'm showing you the landforms, oh, they have more. So far two Blue Mountains. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Does it tell you how many comes with? This leave, okay, and surprise cards. This leaves 40 cards that have a photograph inside the green border. Okay, so I guess 45 cards. So this would be the timeline, and the picture is Captain James Cook. So for the, let's see, timeline, the landforms, timeline. Okay, so put this. So for the landforms, so for the timeline, you have the Puffing Billy and then Captain James Cook. I'm sorry I'm taking so long. I just don't understand the game until I read it, right? For the landforms, you have the Blue Mountains, which are here, and then the Bungles. Okay. So those are that one. Bungles, Blue Mountain, Bungles, James. For animals, you have the Laughing, I hope I'm saying this right, Kookaburra. So that's this, it's a bird. For general, here you have the Uluru. More timeline. More of the Uluru. For general, then you have Sydney. Okay. The animals, we're still back in the same one. This is your other animal, the Eastern Pygmy Possum. For plants, you have the wattle and rainforest. I didn't know that that Australia was also one of the few countries with a rainforest, but that's cool to know. So anyways, that's this one, the Australia card game, and I apologize, it took me forever. 8 minutes to discuss that. Wow. All right, well, maybe less because I talked a little about my life. So hopefully this isn't as bad. This is Crazy 8. This is the cover. Doesn't say, let me see if it has any. Yep, 2018, so not vintage. And I'm guessing it's just normal Crazy 8s. Doesn't say how many cards, maybe in the instructions. Oh, look, not even open. Look at those vibrant pictures. 40 cards are in here. And so, yeah. So let's see some of the pictures. I'm not going to show them all to you. You do know that I have a smaller knife, X-Acto knife, but it's somewhere else. I got to bring it over. Oh, so what I was trying to tell you was I did get a little bit of rest after I took my medication that they gave me today. Unfortunately, it obviously a lot of rest because I went to bed. I went to bed after I got there, and let me see the back. That's the back for all of them. This is the instructions. So this is the back for all of them. I'm just gonna flip through the cards really quick. So anyways, let's see. My appointment was at 9:40. I probably left by 10:15 to go get my medicine. This is the purple stack. and they have numbers. I've never played Crazy Eights. I don't know how to play. I mean, I would read it and figure it out, but like, I don't know. It seems it's the same people. Let's see. And let me see number 10. Yep, the same animals, just different colors. So you have purple, blue, green. Talk about stuff to put in my color journals. Red or orange, whichever you would like to use it as. So that's it. So then after getting my medication, I would say I wasn't there. I wasn't at CVS that long. They had it ready pretty much. So then I came home, and I want to say that 11-ish, a quarter after 11, took my medicine and took a nap. I woke up to the sound of my husband coming over to take our dog for his walk. He usually takes him for a walk around around 2:30 during the regular days, work days, but during the weekend a little earlier. So I want to say it was about, I don't know, 1:45. So I woke up from the medicine with my hand again. No, I can put this up a little bit, sorry. With my hand again, completely numb and asleep all the way up. And so I couldn't take my medication yet. So I stayed up with him. He didn't stay long. And then he went to, and then he left. After he left, I ordered lunch and I went to sleep. I want to say, like, I went back to bed, like I took my medicine and then I went back to bed. And it was probably like around 3:30 maybe when I went back to bed. So I slept straight through till about 6 something, and it was because Jack was barking, and it's because it was his time for dinner. That's my dog. It was time for me to feed him. So I woke up and I fed him, and it wasn't time for medicine yet. So I'm still up. I did take my medication, but I decided to do a video while it takes effect. Now, that's the news for me. I got this, and I couldn't remember what it was until I just opened it. First of all, this is just a regular white box. It has no saying on it or whatever. But what's inside is a kind of like an album journal. So I'm going to put this down here. This was $2.50. And it's in pristine condition. It has a ring binding, so it's completely pristine. So I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I mean, I don't want to cover it because it's so pretty. Maybe I'll just do like a journal topper, either create one myself or search for something. But I really like it. It's looks very new. And then when you open it, it's gold ring binding, like here. And all these pages, as you can see, the binding opens. I can't use my arm and force it. But front, back, it says newspaper notices here. Oh, maybe that's what it was. I didn't open it. Wouldn't you think it had like a title? So I guess this is one of those things for funeral homes, right? It says in memory, and the funeral service and all that kind of thing. So now I know what I'm going to use it for. I do have stuff for when my son passed away. I started journaling my own, like when I was doing my own journal, I started journaling about his passing and stuff. And when I started collecting things to put in the journal for grief and things like that. So maybe I will make this into a grief journal. Perfect. And I might not put all the pages in so that I can leave some space for you know, for a regular page, especially because look, they're so small. You don't want to make it where it doesn't open. So yeah, finally figured out what I was going to do with that. Okay. Another ring binder. Let me do those. I think I only got 2. That one and this one was this one. It is called Deceptively Delicious. and it is a recipe binder. It says simple secrets to get your kids eating good food. So it's a recipe binder to try to get kids to eat like healthy, I'm guessing, foods. And so I didn't get the rubbing alcohol for this. I'm not gonna pause because it's late at night. But I love the cover. It's so very retro. So I'm definitely going to, you know, keep it as a recipe binder. I don't know about covering here. Maybe I'll just put like a little trim because it's in good condition. The spine, right? And just put that label. The back is pretty beautiful. Just, you know, you just gotta wipe it down. And obviously I can't use all of the pages in here, but I will be changing this, the ring binder, because let me put this, I don't have space. I don't have this type of machine where you can do this, you know, and I think I've said that before. So yeah, but anyways, let me show you what this looks like. It's, again, like I said, the pages are very bright. I love the pink and the green. So I'm gonna keep some of them. This is, let's see if it has a copyright. Photographs 2007, illustrations 2007. So not vintage yet. But see, like it has very vibrant pages. I like this one. I would like to keep that one. Content forward. So maybe these I won't keep. But maybe I'll use the strips for belly bands or just of some sort of ephemera. Look at this. Meet the kitchen cabinet. These are the people that wrote the book. So you could potentially use these as pockets, journal cards. Ooh, Jerry Seinfeld. Jessica. So then it starts with all the stuff, right? So I'll just flip through it really quick. It has here some information on Jessica. Look at this card. Perfect already. Journaling card right there for you. Take that out because it's falling apart. All right, so acknowledgements, index. This is not good for me. Yeah, it's already bothering me. So it's very easy to cut right here, as you can see. I just don't want to cut the pink paper, you know, or the spine, because I'm keeping the spine. That you guys are watching me do things in these videos, these new videos that I haven't been doing before. Let me try now with the scissors. So this is only because I can't show you the stuff, but you're probably cringing right now, but I was gonna do this to this journal anyways. So there you go, one down. You see this space that it leaves here? You have to do something with that so it doesn't like bulk up, you know. I should have used the scissors from the beginning. It's just that my arm and my hand hurt so much that I'm trying not to put pressure on them. My mom, she's like, don't do any journaling, don't do anything for your business, just, you know, try to stay out of doing that. So then this would be the cover. This also, but I have to like obviously clean it up, trim it up. I'll show you how it turns out. And then this can't be so so deep, so I would have to put something here to cover it. Okay, so that's this one, and the pages, like I said, which is easier if I can just show you like this. Already easy peasy journaling card. Have you here with me? You're probably like, what are you doing? I thought we were watching a video for a haul. Okay, so that's it. I am. You are. All right, and hot cocoa, fruit punch, journaling cards, beautiful. The pictures, pages. And I know how to make pages, like create them, you know, so that you can have one page. It's just a process. Look at that. The recipes. I like that. The retro. So I'm going to keep that in the journal. I probably might keep this too. Equip your kitchen. So I just got to go through it and see what I like and what I don't like for this. And then I'll keep some things. And then I won't keep some things. So, yep. Cool beans, cool beans. This goes in here. Already have one part done. Journaling card. All right. Now, these are... so that's it for the ring binders. So now I'm going to show you the one and only book that I bought that's not a hardcover and probably has very little pictures. If it does have pictures, they'll probably be black and white. I could be wrong. But I got this. It's called Ballet Shoes. Oh, it's an illustrated. It does have illustrations. It's by Noelle Stretfield and illustrated by Diane Good. Why did I get this? This is not for me. You know, obviously when I do journals, most of us, when we do journals, if not all of us, we use hardcovers because it's easier to work with. And for a soft cover, you would really literally have to do a lot of work to make it sturdy. So this is copyright cover art from 1991, so that would be vintage. But to the story of why I got this, even though it's a soft cover, is because I do have a little stash, not a big stash, of ballet things, and I want to make at some point a ballet journal. There you go. Long story for that. And let me make sure that it is 1991. It's still vintage. I just don't remember. Copyright, original copyright by Random House, 1937, then 1965, and 1991. So yeah, vintage. Okay, these are the contents. And then let's flip through it a little bit so you can see if it does have. So yeah, like I said, it does have pictures, but in black and white. Okay, and there I can see a picture right here. So see, so probably the pages with pictures like these, I would cut out if they're like the whole picture and make them into journaling cards. Let me pause so I can tell my dog to stop barking. So before I was so rudely interrupted by Jack, I found these ballet pictures. Look at that. And then this one as well. So yeah, so it's got different things. I don't know if I'll just use the ballet pictures as a journaling page or just transform them into journal cards. So look at this. Okay, so that was that one. Then I got another vintage Little Women's book, originally $9.95. For me, this is where it was 3 for $1, the store, so it didn't matter. This is hardcover, and it is great illustrated classics. So what I liked about it is like that, because sometimes when you look for classics, especially if they're novels, they won't it'll just be the words. So I like that because I have some stuff that I can use, and obviously hardcover, so I can use this one, and it's not bad at all. I just gotta wipe it. So, and look how it's already vintaged for you. The front has a little wear and tear here, so I'll probably cover this, obviously by Louisa May Alcott, and the illustrations are by Pablo Marcos Studio. And oh man, really, I don't know the copyright. I didn't research it before, so something. I will try to put it in the in the description box. Here are the contents, but the pages, you can tell that they're old. And here, so this is a black and white illustration. It tells you here the March sisters. They get bad news, the telegram. So all the illustrations are black and white, so I like that. This is gonna be very hard because it's mostly like every other page has a picture. So how do you decide, right? Because I can't use the whole book. So that is this one. And hopefully, I'll leave this out so because I know I gotta get you guys a copyright. All right, so let me get rid of these big books over here. And then we'll go to some more of the children's books. So this book here, again, 3 for $1. And as you can see, again, it's sturdy. This will come out. Yeah. And this is William Faulkner, The Sound and the Fury, As I Lay Dying, Sanctuary, and Intruder in the Dust. I think I just got it because I like the cover so that I could turn it into a journal, probably a vintage journal. I don't do a lot of those. I'll probably find some sort of a digital kit, but this is by William Faulkner, The Sound and the Fury. It was first published in 1929, then 30, then 31. And I think it says this one was 1975. Oh no, this edition first published in 1987. 87, there you go. Okay, so look at this, isn't that pretty? I don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, I collect books. I've never read any of this, octopus books, any of those 3 books. So I'm wondering, should I just save the book and, like, you know, the stories, and it doesn't have anything, no images, no nothing, so that I can read it at some point? I probably will. And then just use the cover, the beautiful cover. So that's that one. This is another cooking one. Look at this, the New York Times Cooking, No Recipe Recipes, Sam Sifton. This is the back. This is just, you just have to take this off, I think. And if I can't, I could probably, oh yeah, you can. If it doesn't all come off, I'm gonna try to go slowly. You can just, this is kind of a fabric cover, all red, and it has those ridgy lines. So yeah, I like it. And your recipes. Listen, one of these days I'm just gonna take a picture of my bookshelves behind me, and I have one bookshelf that's just dedicated to everything that has to do with cooking and recipes, and it's so full now that I had to start using another one. So this is that one. Like I said, I love the cover. I'll probably cover the spine maybe with something pretty, some sort of pretty fabric. So look at the inside. Just takes a while to, like, you know, open it. Beautiful picture of colored tomatoes. Look at this. Cute. Here you have the table of contents. Did I tell you I did not tell you. Look at this picture. The copyright. Here are the recipes. You don't need a recipe. You do need a pantry. I don't have one. Look. Oh, beautiful picture. In the back, this is what's in the back. So this will definitely be covered. The text copyright is 2021, so not old at all, even though you might think it is. But going through the things, yep, pictures, recipes, information, the vegetable aisle. So yeah, another recipe book. I just won't be able to use everything in here. So that's that. And then I have 2 more that are huge ones. I found this Anne of Green Gables, Lucy Maud Montgomery, and it's illustrated in color. Here, guys, in color by Troy Howell. Look at that. I almost sent it to one of my YouTubers. If there would have been two, I probably would have. To one of the YouTubers that I'm subscribed to, because she just finished Anne of Green Gables books. This, you just have to take it out. Look at the back. That will not be touched. Look at this. This will probably not be touched. Not sure. But Anne of Green Gables. Beautiful. Look at this. This book belongs to, already has that. I don't need to do anything. This is a children's classic by Lucy Maud Montgomery, and Troy Howell is the one that illustrated it. This is a 1988 copyright, so definitely vintage. Dedicated to the memory of her mother and father. Color plates, opposite. Oh, so the opposite page has colors. Oh God, if every page has colors, that'll be hard, right, to determine. Let's see. We're still in the foreword. Oh no, at least, well, that's the foreword. So let's see. Let's get into the book. So here's some. Oh, this is what she meant. They're double-sided, the colored pages. All right, cute. Love it. So obviously, I'm gonna try. All of the colored pages are gonna be in this book, and then I'll keep some of the story intact, but not all of it. And I'll definitely keep this one in black and white as well. Look at those. Look at this picture. When she, for a few minutes, Anne, drifting slowly down, enjoyed the romance of her situation. But please cut it off at once, Marilla, and have it over. She had to cut her hair. I also like that the pages have like these little ridges here. Like some of them are nice and neat, and others were left like rigidy. I like that. This is when she thwacks Gilbert's head with her slate. Anyways, so yep, I like that one because it has a little bit of pictures. Gotta move that stack pretty soon. Let me move the candle over here. Then I got this huge one, and this has a jacket, a sleeve jacket. It's called Brewer's Dictionary of Phrase and Fable, 16th edition. So I haven't really looked through it. So I have a lot of dictionaries, big ones like this with the little words and stuff like that, and if they do have pictures, they're tiny pictures in black and white. But this intrigued me because it said it was for phrases and fables. So I was like, this would be good for some of the, you know, kids books that I'm doing. I just have to wash this cover. This would be the spine, and this is the back. I'm taking this off while I talk to you guys, okay? It was printed in Finland, it says there. That's good. All right, so look at this green. Isn't it pretty? I'll probably just leave the green and just maybe embellish here. This has a like that type of spine. I don't know what it's called. I know that people know how to make it, except it says here $10. It was no $10. It's 3 for $1. All right, so here is, let's see, all of the copyrights since 1959, and it says 1999. The 15th edition was in 1995. So if I'm not mistaken, this is vintage by 1 year, 1999. So it has all these things: introduction, forward, etc., and then the dictionary. So as you can see, it's just a regular dictionary. I thought that maybe I would get some. The pages are white. They're not that color kind of cream, because some dictionaries, even if they're not old, the pages they use are cream colored. So what I might do with this is I might take a few pages of each letter of the alphabet and I might copy dye them. I thought about that the other day where I'm like, geez, I have tons of dictionaries, encyclopedias. Oh, there is a picture right there. Oh, a hand, black and white. It talks about palmistry. So yeah, so this is this. I don't see any more pictures, but you know, it's a huge book. It will be a huge challenge. What am I going to use this book for? So it does says phrases and fables, but since I'm going to cover it, I don't really think that matters. So now I'm going to put all those books that I will use maybe that in there, depending, if not in another book that has to do with fantasy, fairies, unicorns, or something like that. Oh, this over there, because I will get confused, because next to me this way, I have my desk where it has like all the things that I still haven't shown you guys. So I don't want to confuse, you know, myself and you over that. So I'm just putting these over here so that I know that I did this already. And then the cards. All right, drink of water because I talked a lot. I'm at 36 minutes. So I'm just gonna go like this and show you. This is the stash of all the other books that I have, and they're not all, like most of them are children books, but not all of them. So let's see, leave this one out. I think this is a children's book. Yep. Children. I think this one here is the only one that's not children. All right. So I got this one. I have two that are not children. So I also have not wiped it or cleaned it or anything. It's called Jack and Linda Vartugian with Carol Cooper Gary, The Living World of Dance. And again, I'm doing at some point ballet journals. And this says Artistry in Motion. This is the jacket. This is in the back. So my goal is to find like the I don't know if I hear things, but it's me. I don't know if I'll use this or not. I might cut these out, right, for journal cards. I might cut out the wording. Not sure about the grid. I'm gonna put this here. Already something fell on the floor. Told you, something would. This is really big cover, so I don't know if I'll turn this into a journal. Who knows? Maybe. But like I said, I got it for the illustrations of dance. This is, so see ballet right there. It has something. It says ballet, you know, those are ballet things. Shoes. Hello, what do you mean things? And you know, I thought it was a pretty book, and that I could get some different. Can you see that? Like I could potentially turn that into a journal card. Different things, you know, to use for. This is a 1997 copyright, so vintage. So see, like this one, which is on color. I won't show all of them to you, but look at this big one here. So yeah, some of those things I could use, right? Like this, probably not. But they're showing you different types of dances, right? Carnival, grooving on stage. So, you know, if I ever decide to do different types of dances, I have this one. Look at that. Very like Spanish. The takes two. It's a tango, Argentinian tango. Look at this. Right? It's an Irish dance. If I ever decided to do something Irish, you could do that. Look for my Asian journals that I have in the works. So it has every type of dance, the flamenco. As you can see, African ones. Or look, these, I can use these in my ballet one. You know what I mean? I think. I'll talk to you about passing on the tradition. This one here, if I'm not mistaken, it looks like a Puerto Rican dance, but I'm not really sure. It could be Mexico, who knows? Look at the ballets. All this, definitely ballet. Passing on the tradition, ballet, ballet. And you don't just have the girls, you have a little bit of everything. This is just tap dancing around the world, more ballet. So as you can see, definitely, look at that. Beautiful, beautiful page. Definitely a lot to work with. Put this one in here. Right, and then this is also not a kid's book. It's a Family Circle Cooking, Illustrated Library of Cooking, Volume 1. These are A to C's of Cooking, Volume 1. It says A to Bev for beverages. I didn't see any of the other ones. I would have gotten them if I did. But yeah. Little Raquel, tell me. New Hampshire, Rhode Island. I don't know, she lives in one of those. I'm at 40 minutes. So anyways, the front cover is perfect and pristine condition. It's just, you know, it looks very retro-y. This is gonna go with my other food journals. And it came with this little booklet right here. Congratulations, over 1,000 recipes. Look how cool it is. You already have one thing to put inside your journal. The front and the back are pretty good. You know, if I find some pretty food paper, I might put some, or I might not. Depends on my feeling. So Family Circle Volume 1. Here we go. That's where we're at. And obviously it's 1972 copyright. And obviously lots of foods and pictures of them. Old ones too. Look at that. Oh, it gives you everything that's in the volume. So the table of contents for Volume 1 is here. And then 2, 3. Oh man, I wish I had more. Anyways, if someone knows where you can find more of this one, I only have Volume 1. Let me know. So yeah, you'll have recipes, you have pictures, you have a little bit of everything. So I like that picture. Definitely a good one. This page is a little water damaged, so I might just cut this image out. Everything else is pretty good. How to make guacamole, canapes and hors d'oeuvres. Look at that. Oof. So yeah, so cookbook. Oops, I'll put this in here. All right, so now comes the children's book. I saw this one which says A apple pie. So it's almost like an A through Z book. Look at the illustrations. This is by Kate Greenaway. Apple pie. Beautiful, right? So I'll take that off. Okay, so here we go. So this is 1993 copyright. It has been used in the sense that it looks older than 1993. So you can tell that someone read it a lot. A Apple Pie by Kate Greenaway. And this one goes sideways like that. So you have to be kind of finagle with it. This is the back cover. Here it's, I might just cut it right here because it's broken. All had a large slice and went off to bed. So look at the illustrations. R, ran for it, Q, and you know, if I wanted to use the whole thing, I could, but I'd have to make a bigger spine, and this is a really tiny spine, so I probably might. Okay. Who knows? Put that one there. I think this is another reader, like the one that I showed you last time, which was all about animals. This is Oh, it's version 5. Let me see. I'm gonna look now. Don't go away. This was the one I was talking about that I did yesterday or one of the other days. So I thought it went together, but not. As you can see, different. This is a reader as well. I'm sorry I took so long. I should have just paused you. But anyways, this is a reader. I like the cover about animals. I could use it again as another animal book. And believe me, I have stashes and stashes of stuff for it. I just have to like clean and wipe it. You know, that'll come off. See, it's already coming off. So when you open it, I don't know what that means. But if I'll probably cover the inside anyways. And then see, child crop and the How and Why Library. Well, I wonder if that's what it is. It tells you how to do crafts about animals. Let's see, copyright 1990. This started in I guess, maybe the different stories, because it has different copyrights, but this one is 1990. Here's the volume 5 about animals. It tells you like types of animals. So when I do my bird book, I can go here, my fish book here, different things like that. Ooh, 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 look at that. How pretty. I have some of these, I don't like snakes. For my, my horse animals. I just looked a little bit like inside, like flipped through it, and then didn't really look. So it's almost like an encyclopedia of animals, right? Wow, look at that vibrant toucan. So yeah, I would have to cover this a little bit, right? Oh, and then here it says new words. So different words that maybe the kids didn't know, they're here. So this is good because you could just, cut it and put it like a little tab or something. There are some black and white pictures, but mainly a lot of colored pictures. So that was cool. Then I got this one. It didn't have a jacket or anything. It was just like this. I have to work a little bit on the cover. I like the elephant that's here. But if I can't fix the cover, then I'll probably just cover it. And then someone owned it. This is the front. This is the back. And then it's called A Zoo Full of Animals. Look at the illustrations, how pretty. And these are stitched, as you can see. This is right there in big letters, 1992. Oh my God. Can you imagine that in our, in our ballet journal? How pretty is that? I'm kind of looking at it a lot. Let me see if these are poems. Pygmy elephant. The pygmy elephant is made. The pygmy elephant is made much shorter than the giant brigade. He lives much closer to the ground, and that is where he's usually found. Why should an elephant be so wee? My friend, it's no good asking me. So yeah, basically like little poems. And then, some pages you can keep together. So yeah, these are the acknowledgements, the index. Let's see if there's anything here. it's just pretty illustrations, you know, a lot of things to make, you know, journal cards or stuff. Like you could have a page that just has this decorating it or this decorating it, make a journal card. So many things, so many things. This is definitely an entire page. Right, so that one's that one. And then I'm so sad. Well, I'm gonna cut it and make a new spine, but Be Yourself by Mr. Scholl's, a Peanuts book, and hardcover as well, front and back. I just have to look. Cold's $5. I just have to. But look, can you see how it's warped? So I would have to make a new spine for this one. Definitely, I would like to not cover it, but if these things don't come out, then yeah, cover. Be Yourself. I'm feeling like you guys are not catching the whole thing. Sorry. Sometimes I'm not as organized as I think I am. Let me drink some water. So this is gonna be something, right? Based on the comic strip Peanuts by Charles Schulz. Look at that Snoopy. Let's see what it says here. 2013, so not vintage. That's the copyright. Look at this one. Just like Charlie Brown, Snoopy, Linus, Lucy, and the whole Peanuts gang, you can be the best person you can be. Let yourself shine. Be yourself. Love it. So yeah, this is it's sewn in, the signatures. It has big pages, but also pages that you could potentially, you know, cut. Be loving. I love her. She's so in love with them. Be Yourself. Look at that pretty picture. The Great Pumpkin meets here. Oh my god, I love that. I love all their movies. This is my favorite. This creative beagle never has too much inspiration. Should cut that and just put it on my wall. I love it. So yeah, what a find, no? What a find. Then I found this one, which is Where Butterflies Grow by Joanne Ryder. The pictures by Lynn Cherry. Look at those beautiful butterflies, the sunflowers. So I thought this could be like, obviously spring is over, but kind of like a springy book. Look at the back. This is long ways. So with the spine, it would be a little over 10. Without the spine, it would be 10. And then by 8 1/4 or 8 1/2. So yeah, I would have to probably use the pages landscape size. Eastwood, Clint Eastwood maybe? No. Copyright is 1989, so definitely vintage. Look at it. This does not have a lot of pages. It does have 2 signatures, so you could potentially keep it. You just have to make a whole spine. You know what I mean? A new spine. Let's see right here. Those are the toss threaded. Look at this. It is a story, so that's why I'm saying that you could where butterflies grow. You could keep it together, but obviously they're little bits of, you know, everything. But look, this is like the whole caterpillar to butterfly scene. I don't know, I would love to take it together. I'm really practicing my making spines technique. How to grow butterflies in your garden. We're actually in my school garden trying to do that with one of the flowers that are there. We're trying to grow monarch butterflies, and the actual flower is actual purple. So yeah, you could just take also you know, I was gonna say just take the butterflies out, but the whole book is about butterflies. So there you go. So maybe I'll do a butterfly book out of it. And then it's spring. Again, spring is over, but why not? If the book was available and it looked pretty, why not get some things? And as you can see, it has a little bit of dirt here, but it'll come off. This has no sleeve on it. Look how pretty. Written by Julie Fogliano, illustrated by Aaron Easted. So pretty, nice and pretty. And then it's spring. Oh. No copyright in the front. Let's look in the back. This is also from Kohl's, and it's a 2012 copyright. So, you know, potentially a spring book. Also very little pages. So if you made a big spine, you could probably keep all the pages if you wanted to. Yep. Here we are. And this is the last one. It is called Read Aloud Rhymes for the Very Young, with an introduction by Jim Trelease. Okay. This is also, I have to wipe it and clean it, but it doesn't really have any warped or real dirt except here a little bit. I just saw a piece of tape here. And then this one here, oh, my arm is hurting now. I'm glad this is the last book. This is the spine. This is the back. However, was Eastwood put a lot of that. Has a little bit of water damage here, but I could just potentially cut this. And look, they cut the pages. But thank God they didn't cut the one with the copyright, which is 1986. This one, you know, these warped pages though, since they're big, I could potentially just cut them. So see these. And then let me start from here from the beginning. So singing time. So I think it's poems as well, right? Is that what it says? Rhymes and poems. This is the back page. I'm bummed that someone cut this off. This I'm definitely gonna have to cover, even though it's pretty, because it's warped. Look at the back. But as you can see, most of it has water damage here, so that can be cut. That's not a big deal. The index of authors, index of first lines, and then this is, and they're sewn in, the signatures. Good night, good night. Okay, so there's no one cut this or copied this or colored this. You have a lot of options. Wouldn't this make just the perfect journal like tag? Yeah, tag right here. Belly band or pocket, perfect. So certain things you can fussy cut, use for pages. Look at all these cards, journaling cards. Why not? I mean, they are backed and you'd have to choose, but you know, it's a beautiful book. So that's the last of my things. Like for this one, I would probably use the whole page, right? Okay, so that's that, my book of rhymes. So I am done, my friends, with that part of my haul. And this one was all, I can now confirm since I looked at it, it's all from Salvation Army. I only have one more bag left of the Salvation Army. My husband will be here with me tomorrow, so I probably won't be able to do a lot of crafting. I'm not doing a lot of crafting because of my hands. I'm mostly doing this and organizing until, you know, I'm not in pain. But if he's gone, you know, because sometimes he goes grocery shopping, I'll try to finish up this Salvation Army. This is how tired I am. Salvation Army haul. Okay, and then continue with all my other things. I'm not worried about it. I mean, I like doing it. I like having a lot of subscribers. I hope that people continue to subscribe to my channel, like, you know, and like what I'm doing. Whether you like it or not, I'm gonna continue to do it. But it's nice to be appreciated. And I know that I haven't really done a lot of videos of me making things or of things that are completely done, but I have to focus on my health and on myself, and then I will go back to all of those crazy things. All right, guys, so that's it for me. That's it for tonight, past my bedtime, and it's already a little over an hour that I've been talking to you guys. So hopefully you liked everything you saw. If you have a favorite, please let me know. Put it down in the comments. And until next time, my pretty friends, please hit like and subscribe to my channel, and go on down to my Etsy and see all my cool stuff there. Good night. See you later.